Welcome guys to my video. My name is Nishant Puvanendran and you're watching my e-portfolio, The Life of Nishant.
So what is my e-portfolio? So my e-portfolio is basically a big general synopsis of my past, my present, and my future. So where I'm gonna be, where I am right now, and what I've done.
So join me on this journey of me. So we're gonna first start off with our identity.
Our identity pages consist of the Clifton strengths, the who am I, the strengths, as well as unique sales position and my mantra. So we're gonna start off with my Clifton strengths. And my Clifton strengths consist of 5 main traits. So we're gonna start off with self-assurance, and this is a quality I feel that they all identify with me, but this more so than all the others. And self-assurance is basically the confident in my ability to take risks and like to take control of my life. So I'm a person who likes the feeling, making sure everything happens the way I need it to be as an individual who is goal-oriented. Therefore, I would often be the leader in many activities. Next is restorative. So restorative is the ability to deal with problems and good at finding out issues to resolve it. So I feel like this identifies and applies in my daily life in the sense that I try to mitigate or extinguish any issues that I have with relationships, and which helps me improve my relationships, and the reason why many of my friends ask me for advice in order to. Next is arranger. So an arranger is a person who has a strong ability to organize and determine how each resource can be best used to the best of its ability. So as previously mentioned, I like to plan a lot because I'm really goal oriented, and as a result I like to get all the information, make sure everything that I need is available, and hence why I put a lot of emphasis in planning and making sure that I know what I can use to the best of its ability. And finally, significance. So significance demonstrates to people who want to have a big impact. They prioritize and take on projects that have a high influence. So this really applies in the sense that my role as an FYE leader, I try to help first year students have an easy transition within the school, as we understand that the jump from high school or transitioning from any period to university is difficult. I just want to make it easy for them as much as possible. And that's my Clifton strengths, and now we'll be moving on. Now we're going to talk about who am I. This is basically a way for you to know more about me on a personal level with a couple of questions. So what are 3 things I enjoy doing the most? So 3 things that came to mind were traveling, playing sports, and spending time with my friends. So over the past couple of years, I've been able to travel to a variety of countries such as Sri Lanka, London, Ottawa. I play sports such as badminton, soccer, football, basketball, whatever you can name, I enjoy doing it. And spending time with my friends, just getting to vibe out with them through watching a movie, going to a restaurant, or anything that really gets to build our bond. Now, who are 3 people that I look up to? So in my life, the 3 most important people and people that I've idolized were my mom, my dad, and my grandparents. My parents and grandparents have played a huge role in the sense that they were able to overcome a lot of struggles, especially during a time that was very difficult, because in their past they grew up and were raised in an area that was going through a war. They were able to escape the war and accomplish so much, such as buying a house, living in a foreign country, learning a language, and raising 2 kids. And my grandparents raised 7 kids. So where are places you least like to be? So I'm a person who doesn't like to be stagnant. I always like to be moving and constantly be in different areas. So just generally, I don't like being in the same area for too long. Next question is, what are 3 things that I'm good at? So my 3 things are helping my friends, stocks, and money management. I like helping people because just seeing a smile on their face just brings me some joy. Stocks and money management, basically I like finance in general. I like the idea of making my money work for me, and something about just looking at numbers that just clicks in my head and gives me an internal satisfaction. What do you want to do when you grow up? I ultimately want to be financially free while doing some philanthropy. Now for the next part of my identity page, which is my strengths. So this includes my awards, accomplishments, and honors. So some of my strengths include adaptability, goal-oriented, enthusiasm, trustworthiness, and innovative. So I'll just be going through the first 3. I'm adaptable in the sense that I have an extensive knowledge in a variety of different fields, and I'm able to take on different roles when I'm at work or in a group setting. So if someone needs me to edit something or do critical analysis work, I'm able to do whatever they need with ease. I'm goal oriented, as previously mentioned, as I have short-term and long-term goals in mind that I want to accomplish, and I constantly try to make moves or actions that will help support it and make me closer to my goal. And finally, for enthusiasm. So, as previously mentioned, why be a Debbie Downer when time is so sensitive? So I always try to have a positive outlook on life and in whatever I'm doing in order to help me just be happier overall and every day. Now for my awards, which is a scholarship for over $4,000 that I achieved from the University of Guelph Humber from my entrance scholarship. Had honor roll in high school for over 3 years. I took part in the SHIZM. Last but not least, for my vision is my unique sales position and my mantra. So, what makes me unique? So, I wonder this every day, and I believe that what makes me unique are my set of morals and values that I personally developed. What special skills do I possess? So, a special skill that I possess to understand people emotionally, mentally, and physically. So, I believe that I have a high emotional IQ. That's why my relationships with people are always so good. So, what kind of people and organizations usually like me? So, in particular, I like to make a great first impression. Most of the time, everyone truly does like me. Another broad community that enjoys my presence or likes to talk to me or associates with me is the Tamil community, because for my age, I do have a fluent Tamil speaking ability that allows me to have a banter with other Tamil individuals. And this brings me to my mantra. So in the saying, shoot for the moon, because even if you fail, you're amongst the stars. So this helps me in my drive for success, because I try to aim high, and even if I don't succeed, I'm not going to beat myself over it. I still believe that I still achieved greatness and improved myself. So therefore, just move on and continue to strive for greatness. Under the vision column. So under vision, we have 4 main criteria, which is 8 squares of vision, my 5-year plan, support squad and references, and my vision board. So my 8 squares of vision. So ultimately, for 8 squares of vision, you're trying to build your championship lifestyle. So my championship lifestyle consists of having a family, being happy with everything I accomplished, having a nice house and car, being constantly achieving things, and going beyond what I planned. So to start, where am I now? So I'm living at home with my family using public transportation in the 2nd year of business administration program at the University of Guelph Humber, while being fairly involved with the university and having 2 part-time jobs. My strengths include being proactive, analytical, and critical, and I'm very ambitious, as previously mentioned. Just a little bit of context on my personal network. My personal network is basically any connections that I've made that aren't to the level of where I consider them as my friends, but rather they're just individuals that I talk to on a weekly basis. Now, what are the first steps I would take? So I would want to take these steps immediately or start as soon as possible, such as increasing my GPA, improving myself physically and mentally and emotionally, increasing my involvement within the university by conducting the certain activities I'm doing right now while taking on more roles, and as well as saving money. So what is my 5-year goal is to finish my undergraduate degree at the University of Guelph Humber with an emphasis in finance and management, being well recognized and respected within my community and environment, as well as the workplace. Pursue a full-time position. This will also be within my tenure, which I hope to achieve by 2030. So I want to buy my own car, being able to travel to a variety of different countries, have my own house, and find a career or create one that I would like to pursue in the future, ultimately leading to my championship lifestyle. So this brings me to my 5-year plan. The 5-year plan is basically a more detailed version of how I would achieve my championship lifestyle by the age of 60. So from 20 to 25, I want to graduate from the University of Guelph Humber, have a car, a full-time position, travel to 2 different countries, particularly in the States or in Asia, as well as have $1,000 annually for passive income through stocks or side hustle. And from 30 to 35, I hope to own a house and have a family, grow my company, have over $1,500 in passive income, over $50,000 in stocks, such as various equities, and have a full family reunion in the sense that all my cousins, my parents are there. By 40 to 45, I want to treat my family and friends to a big trip, have a luxury car, run for politics as I want to be the city councilor of Scarborough, have $80,000 in stocks, and travel to 5 different countries. By 55 to 60, I hope to ensure that the company will be sustainable and retire. I want to stay on the board of directors within the company, so that way I'm not bored while I'm retired, have over $100,000 in stocks and $40,000 of which being a passive income. I want to retire and travel to any country that I desire, and through my network, I want to be able to have anything that I desire. This brings me to my support squad. My support squad are people who would help me achieve these goals. So the support squad consists of 4 key people, bottom being my network, my friends, my family, as well as my parents. So these are people that would be crucial. People have been there for me emotionally, physically, as well as mentally. My parents most, because they're the reason I'm here today. They have been there for me ever since I was born. Family in the sense that my sibling, my cousin, and my grandparents have opened doors and have helped in ways where my parents were unfortunately unable to help, such as my brother has strong technical abilities, my cousins have exposure to the industry. My friends are amazing in the sense that they're the people who I spend the most time with. They're people who I open up to about any issue that I may be having, and they do the same thing too, vice versa. Help them as much as they try to help me, and they're really gems in my life. For my references, in terms of for a possible career assistance, would be school faculty, such as the professors, my co-workers, a variety of others, such as career services, would be essential in my expenditure business industry, as they are well recognized currently within the business industry and would be able to provide me advice on how to be successful in the future. Sakundala Devi Puvanendran is my mother. She's a great reference in the sense that she has helped me so much by opening doors for me when I first started getting into the workforce, such as finding me volunteer experience and helping me meet people. And now this brings me to my vision board. So my vision board is basically a way for you all to see my achievements, my strengths, and my aspirations in a collage. So as previously mentioned, these are my achievements. I am at the University of Guelph Humber with a $4,000 scholarship, which I consider as an achievement. I placed 5th in Ontario for badminton, and I played for TFC, which is a well-recognized soccer club in Toronto. Doing well within stocks, and I've traveled to a variety of different countries. My strengths include to be innovative, adaptable, communicative, and a variety of others, as previously mentioned. And finally, I want to run for office and achieve financial freedom, hopefully through my company, Spen FC, which is a soccer company that I'm trying to start. Includes my vision. And now, finally, for my resume. So this is just a picture of me, and this is my resume. So my resume was edited by the career service coordinators available at the University of Guelph Humber, and this is a professional resume that I would show to my future employers, and just to give you a sense of who I am. So my summary of qualifications are skills and qualifications that I have that I would demonstrate to my employers if I were to be hired, some of which is be well informed, I have excellent written and oral communication skills, providing outstanding customer service, and a variety of others that's there for your reading. So next is my education. The perks of being at the University of Guelph Humber is the fact that you get a Guelph degree as well as a Humber diploma. Under that, I put my work experience. So I worked recently as a start leader and FYE leader, as previously mentioned, at the University of Guelph Humber, and it's my most recent work experience. So I just wanted to demonstrate that, and the bullet points are a summary of the different roles and tasks that I had to do while I was employed as a start leader and an FYE leader. So now we'll be moving on to my resume reflection. So my resume reflection demonstrates my accomplishments, my unique experiences, and the skills that I gained. So at school, I started a club and took part in a variety of different clubs. I have a well-profound co-curricular record, also recognized as a CCR record, and I won and became the Senate of the school and held a variety of executive positions and many more. So it's a unique experience in the sense that I'm able to have one-on-one connections with the professors. I was able to meet so much like-minded individuals and was able to travel for free. And that's just a summary of the unique experiences that I had. And some skills that I learned was life lessons as well as industry lessons that I can apply in the future when I'm on the job, or if I encounter any of these like life predicaments in the future. And The amazing thing is I still have 2 more years, so I still have a lot of things that I can still gain from being at the university. Finally, for my extracurricular activities, so as I previously mentioned, I took part in a variety of different clubs and things while I was at the university or throughout the course of my life. I took part in a variety of different extracurriculars. I even started my own. Being able to start one and having an impact on many lives is an internal gratification that I'm really happy about. I won tournaments through different sporting activities such as badminton, soccer, football. I was ranked in Toronto and achieved so much trophies and medals. Uh, Unique experiences having to host and talk to people, having to win in deficits. So, for instance, I played a soccer game where we were down 0-2 and we ended up winning the game at the end. And I was a greatly contributing factor by scoring a goal. And how to go through proper channels, abiding guidelines, gaining funding, and how to run and helping a successful club or team. 3 important skills that I learned that got me to university was time management, the ability to understand content quickly, and confidence. So how these applied in university was through time management. I was able to break down tasks. For instance, even in this website, I broke down the tasks by trying to work on a day-to-day basis, trying to accomplish small goals. I can apply this in my future because I'd be able to deliver tasks by the expected due date by my employer. Confidence is a great skill because it helps me do well in presentations. Being able to be confident in your future career will help you make good first impressions and allow you to do things that you're not used to. And with that being said, I just want to thank you for listening to my e-portfolio and hope you learned something about me, and have a great day and stay safe.